So who is the second best batter of all time? Ben Gardner on the Wisden podcast has made a bit of a splash by saying that Steve Smith is in a pretty clear second spot after Bradman, and then he's listed a group after that. So there's the list of all players with a test average above 50 who played 50 or more innings. And the reason I find it very hard to pick the second best is that, yes, batting average is by far the best method of determining who the best batter is. But it's not so exquisitely perfect that I think you can really pay too much attention to differences of 2 or 3. Now, obviously, in the case of Bradman, he's got an average of about 40 better than the second best. There's no debate there. But if forced to pick my next group, in addition to Bradman, we've got Hammond, Sobers, Hobbs, Smith, Tendulkar, Ponting and Richards. Now, of course, as soon as people see this, some people would say, how could you not have Sangakkara? How could you not have Lara? How could you not have Joe Root? How could you not have Callis or Gavaskar? And yeah, you could make an argument for virtually everyone in that list there that I should have considered them. And that's to my point. I think it's really, really hard. I'd also say, you could talk W.G. Grace. His average was lower, but at the time he played, he was an out-and-out superstar. Barry Richards, Graham Pollock didn't get to play enough test matches. Maybe they'd have been there. But the reason I think I picked those, Hammond, for his day, was just absolutely superb. Sobers, the same, was regarded, he and Chappell say he's the best batter he's ever seen. Hobbs, one of the 5 test cricketers of the 20th century. The interesting one is Steve Smith. And the contention that maybe he is the out-and-out number 2, I probably would have had a bit more time for that a couple of years ago when he was averaging 63. His average still is fantastic, but Tendulkar was averaging almost that exact at the same point. Ponting probably in his career was averaging higher than that at the same point. Let's see where Steve Smith finishes up. Tendulkar, absolute superstar, but I think a little bit too much is made of his aggregate. Yeah, 15,000 runs, 15,900 runs, absolutely unbelievable with all that pressure on him. But ultimately, his averages are the same broad ballpark as all of these other fantastic players. I don't know why I didn't pick Lara. Maybe on a different day I would have. Same with some others in there. Ponting, I think, had he retired after 100 test matches when he had an average of 60, might have been right up there. I find it hard to leave Viv Richards out because he was such a fine player. My favourite player on that list other than Bradman is Steve Waugh, so I've left him out, so I think I'm reasonably unbiased. My third favourite player on that list after Bradman and Steve Waugh, I think, is Alan Border, so I've left him out as well. Oh, I forgot one of the key points. Root. Why haven't I picked Root? I could easily have picked him as well. I think he's a fabulous player, and I would respect people who would put him in that group. I just think average of 51, it seems to be going in the right direction. Again, let's see where he finishes up. But at the moment, he's just below.